Hello and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In this episode, we are going to be working on some ephemera bits for the journal that's going in my swap folio that we're making. I am looking at trying to make a pocket maybe on this blue piece. I also have the tag that is dried that we made with the green backing in the last video. So I have some digitals here. We're going to scrounge around on the desk and just see what we can find and work with. So I'm going to set this aside. I do want to just make sure I have my proper measurement for the width of my pockets. I want to make sure I don't go too wide and get bound in the spine. So it looks like if we stay 4 3/4 or less, we're going to be okay width-wise. And so we're just going to keep that in mind as we're working and go from there. So 4 3/4 is what I said, so let me make a note of that because I can tell you right now I'm going to forget. So I hope you're all doing well. This is still Friday, and I'm still just kind of working, trying to let it warm up a little bit before we go outside. Mark's already outside working on, he's expanding a flower bed. Let me see if I can show you and not make you sick. Hang on. So down there, it's going to try to focus on the screen. We have that rhododendron, and it's beautiful. It's really old and just the most beautiful color we've ever seen. But you'll see the rocks there, and where the dirt is, he's moving that bed out to make it so it's not so hard to mow around that rhododendron. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too hard to see because I know the camera tries to focus on the screen through the windows. But yeah, that rhododendron is such a soft, beautiful pink. I mean, it is not like the deeper pink, it's a softer pink, and it's just absolutely beautiful. We love it. And I remember, you know, we bought, some of you don't know because you're new with me. So by the way, if you're new, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are returning, I just appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sticking with me. I know sometimes my videos are a little chaotic, but that's how my brain is most of the time. As you guys know, I'm always like, I'm crazy today. And you guys are probably like, Jody, aren't you crazy every day? But anyway, so we had bought this house basically sight unseen. We sent my father-in-law in to look at it when we still lived in Arizona. And my father-in-law was like oohing and ahhing over it. And so we bought it. And so anyway, we had closed on it in like December. And then we couldn't move here until like June. And so it was, yeah, it was quite an adventure. Let's just we'll just leave it at that. Quite an adventure. And anyway, but my father-in-law had been oohing and ahhing over this rhododendron and just telling us how absolutely beautiful it was. And I want to put some color on this tag, and I'm thinking I want to do some yellow just to pull the yellow out of this image. And this image is from a Mrs. Cog kit, and I will tell you which one it is here in just a second. But anyway, so my father-in-law kept oohing and ahhing over this rhododendron and telling us like how beautiful it is. And so we actually didn't see it in bloom until the following year, because by the time we got here, it was like pretty much done blooming. And oh my gosh, it really is pretty. And we figured out that if we pop the dead blossoms off every summer when it's done blooming, it encourages growth, and it's just gorgeous. And it's really filled out nicely, and like it was yellow and kind of on its last leg when we moved here, because this house had been empty for like 5 years at least. And so anyway, so we kind of rescued this house. But anyway, that rhododendron is just so pretty, and we've planted a few more around because we love them so much. But anyway, yeah. So he's fixing the flower bed, and I've got to go out and help him here instead of I keep messing around. And I got to get busy. I've got to go down and get a casserole put together for our lunch. I'm going to make a taco casserole. Yes, babe. Goodness, sorry about that. He dunked his head pretty good, and I had to clean him up. Poor guy. All right, so I did my scattered straw, and I used this Tim Holtz stencil at the bottom here. And then it's got this florally image here, so let's not use yellow so we don't contaminate our colors. And then these are just makeup brushes from the Dollar Tree, or the 1.25 tree now. And so I just take twine and color code them so I don't contaminate my colors. And it's just a nice way to keep track of them. And so like I said, I don't contaminate, because obviously I might get some different shades, but they're still going to be specific to that color family. So let's see, do that. And then let's just bring this one up. Get a little bit of that there. Gosh, I feel so bad he hit his head, poor guy. And then I want to do one more right there. And some of this you may not see, but it's just giving that background color and texture, you know? So, all right, so just a little bit of color there. And that was my sponge sugar, in case you didn't see the lid. All right. And then let's do this. Let's clean our stencil. And I think how I want to do that is just open up to a music page and take my wet wipe wherever I did with it. And just pick a page and get some interest with some color here. And just clean my stencil. Oh, wow, this wipe is just about done. It's messy, it's falling apart. So didn't really get a lot of color there, but maybe when that'll dry, we'll be able to see it. All right, so moving on. Sorry about that. Yes, I am filming. I can't, you guys know, I'll think I'm filming and then I'll go to hit stop and be like, darn, I wasn't even filming. And then can't recreate it because I lost it. All right, where's my little girl? Oh yeah, she's gonna be sweet. So now we need just a little bit to go around her. So let's see what we've got. Here's just a little bit of book page. Yep. And then we have this little piece here. Let's just, this is part of this Artie Maze kit that I have here. So let's just have a little bit of the blue. And I don't know if I'll ink all this or not, to be honest. Just want to kind of frame that out a little bit right there. And then I think I want a butterfly on here because she's so sweet. Like, she's walking with the butterflies, right? So let's see where my butterflies are. They're packed, so I'll be back. Let me go get them. Okay, so I did find my butterflies, and then I remembered there were butterflies and stuff in this Artie Maze kit. So there's like these little butterfly stamps, which we may use, or there's this little ticket, which I'm thinking of. Sorry, it's noisy. It's trash day here, and so and the road's busy because it's nice out. I had my window open for a minute, but then I thought it would be too loud to film, so I closed it. But it's up to 56 degrees now, so I've got to get my behind moving, go get lunch ready to go in the oven, and then get outside and do some work. Oh, so we were in Erie yesterday, which you'll know that from the previous video because this is still Friday. And last year at Harbor Freight, we had seen this cute little garden bench thingy. It was like a little tractor seat on tires. And so we went yesterday and got that for me to try to make it so that I can actually do stuff outside and not put so much strain on my back. So I'm really excited. Oh, I kind of like that. I'm kind of liking that, but we need some contrast of color. Let's see, what do we want to use? I think, where is my thing of trims? Oh, it is definitely spring out. My nose is not happy with me. All right. Oh, yep, right there. We're just going to use a little piece of that yellow trim right there. Oh, I have got to clean up. It's supposed to rain on Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever day. It's supposed to be raining, and I can't tell you how excited I am that it might rain because then I can get in here and kind of work. I have things I need to do, but you know what I think I'm going to do with this? That little yellow flower. I think I'm just going to fussy cut this, and normally I would be mortified that I'm fussy cutting this out of this lace. It's the only piece of this I have. My friend shared it with me when her mom passed away. This is some of her lace, so it's really precious to me. But I think that if I fussy cut this little lace flower out of here, that it'll be a great little addition. And I can still use the side pieces in collage. I'm not wasting, I'm not throwing it away. So anyway, so yeah, Mark got me the little tractor thingy yesterday, and so it was so sweet. We got it built, and then I'm like, I'm gonna test it. So I was scooting around the driveway in it, and then he was pushing me, and we were giggling like little kids last night. It was so fun, and we really needed that because we just have a lot going on right now. So the sweetness of it was definitely awesome. All right. Oh, I like that, and actually that kind of lends itself. Yeah, I don't know which way's up or down on that. That way. Okay. Even if I just have that there. All right, so I'm going to work on the composition of this a little bit, and I definitely need to do some inking and come back because this is still getting lost. So I think we need some cheesecloth or maybe some doily. Doily would be good, or even just some music. But I don't want her lost. She's my focal point, but I definitely want to make that yellow come out and have a butterfly or something here. So I may switch this ticket out. Okay, so I got this piece done. I was listening to my murder shows and stitching and just not even paying attention that I didn't finish filming. I put that on there as a pool. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it on there as a pool. We'll see. I don't know but I like the pop of color on there, you know, the blue. Maybe I'll just cut it a little shorter. We'll see. There's room to work on it. Okay, so she's done. She can be tucked in a pocket, and I know exactly where I think I'm gonna put her. You like that? I know exactly where I think I'm going to put her. So let me just see if I like her, where I think I want her. Oops, I almost did a bad thing. Yeah, oh yeah, I love it. Okay, so you'll see that, but not today. Okay, so the next piece we've got to work on is going to be, I want to get these two pieces finished so they can find a little home. And this is dry, but it didn't harden up quite as much as I thought it was going to. So I definitely want to back this with something. And in this kit is some like lined pieces, I think. And this was the, what is this called? Blue Medley, I think was what this was called, this Artie Mays kit. But, I don't know where the lined piece is that I was thinking, so I'll set that aside and find it. And then this one, I was kind of contemplating just leaving the back because you actually can just journal around those numbers, but we definitely need a butterfly on here and just a little bit of, let's see, I didn't end up using that little flower, but I'm definitely going to use it somewhere. But we need a butterfly, and we need just some sort of like dimension on here. And actually, let's see, that might be cute on there. We'll see. I don't know yet what I want to do. Here's a yellow one. I'm kind of pulling the yellows today. I think it's because it's bright and sunny outside, and honestly, I am very happy that I feel sunny today because it's the first day in quite a while. I have felt so mentally good, bright, sunny, and I'm feeling it coming out in my work. So I'm really, really, really pleased with that. You know what might be cool? It's just like a piece of vellum on there too. But no, this is going to be a journaling card, and it's going to slide into a pocket. And actually, it could just stay like this, and we could just put like a pull on it, or we could scrunch up maybe just like a little piece of lace across the top, or even just do like a lace tab once we know where it's going to go. So we just went round and round and round and got absolutely nowhere, didn't we? Oh, that's really pretty with the vintage photo around it. I was using the prize ribbon as my inking on the folio itself, but I think that some of these pieces are actually going to lend themselves to the brown inks. I was trying to not do too much of the brown just because it's what I always go to, but like, how could I not? That is so pretty. So we'll think about what we want to do with this. I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and go around this, but just very gently on this one. This one I am going to back just with some dyed paper, just to give it a little bit more stability. So we'll call that good once I back it, but you know, you'll see all these pieces again. So I have this parchment paper here that's coffee dyed. How fun is this going to be? We'll make a pocket out of this. Yeah, we're definitely going to do something with this. So let me kind of figure out, look, I even got a little burnt edge there. So I'll figure out what I want to do with this. I think it probably needs stabilized somehow. So let me figure that out. And it's getting very nice out. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to just pause for right now. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to prep the casserole so that I can stop saying that I need to go do it. And then I'm going to go outside because it's like 60 degrees and it's supposed to start raining later and I don't want to forsake such a beautiful day. So I will go get the video uploaded that I already filmed. So that one will be released probably tomorrow, which is Saturday. Actually, no, because the gift bag journal is still airing. So I will just schedule that one to air after the gift bag journal. And then this one, I'll get it finished and it will air after, obviously. Yeah, but I'm excited. This is coming along really nicely. I've been worried about this, but I do love to make ephemera. So yeah, I like that. Oh, this is going to be really exciting. I'm excited. Okay. I'll be back either later today or sometime this weekend to finish this video. So for you, it will be the same moment or the next second. But for me, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so it is now Saturday morning and sun is shining. It's beautiful out. It had been raining last night. Went outside yesterday and got to ride around on my cute little rolly cart thing and actually work in the boxwood hedgerow for a little bit. So that was wonderful. So I think where we left off was this piece of parchment. I want to do something with it, right? So let's figure out what we want to do. And I think I want to make a pocket out of it, of some sort, a pocket. You know, even if we just do like I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do. I have to tell you, I thought I lost this. You know, yesterday I knocked it off the table. So I put it all back together and I put it somewhere safe. And I had to find it. I just spent 5 minutes looking for it. Obviously, I found it. But anyway, so we have these tags that are really pretty. I think would be really pretty on that blue paper. And we can like tuck something behind it, make it like a tuck. But what I'm kind of thinking is I want to back it with something and maybe do like a double tuck and put a little bit of a parchment pocket on the front maybe. I'm kind of thinking we also have like these journaling cards that we could maybe do a tuck, and round the corner would also be, this one would be really pretty, or the butterflies would be really pretty. Any of it's really pretty. This kit is actually a very nice kit. And since I have so many pieces of it, there's a cool envelope. We have some really cool envelopes we can use. And some, I do have some of these like already coffee dyed. Because this is the kit I used in my friend's birthday journal. I think I said that. I know I've said multiple times that I have multiple copies because of printing error, but anyway. Okay, so let's figure out what we want to do. I'm really liking this. Oh, you know what? We could make the butterfly into a card to slide into pocket, and that would be kind of fun. So let me kind of figure out how I want to do this. I do really like this kind of raggedy edge. I'm wondering if that's going to be super fragile or want to tear if I use that as my pocket. So let's pull this out and then let's mark our page. I'm just going to clip this. Oh, and I watched a YouTube video this morning on an idea for a center spread. And so I totally want to try it. And so that's something that we need to work on as well. And you know what? I think I'm just going to just make a pocket out of that. Just right like that and glue it right to the blue page. And then we can make a journaling card just to slide down in there. What do we think about that? I love the crunchiness of this. So let's find a pencil here. Okay, so I'm going to get this cut and glued, and I'll get my journaling card cut apart, what I want to use, and get it backed. And then when I come back, when we come back, we'll do a little bit of embellishing, I think. Okay, finally done. That was increasingly difficult for me. I've got some stickles on the blue dahlia and on a couple of the little white flowers. So I'm gonna let that dry. So we've got our parchment, we've got some music page. I got some burgundy trim here, the green leafy trim. This is a little piece of lace that I had dyed with the same blue Rit dye, and that blue really pulls the blue out of this dahlia, so I like it. I like the piece. Then I just need to make sure that when we put a piece in this pocket, it's nothing bulky and nothing that's going to catch, because we don't want that parchment to rip. So I do have this little envelope out of the Artie Maze kit that I've glued and just stenciled the inside lip there, and I was thinking about maybe putting that in there. And I think that looks kind of nice. So we may change that out, but for right now, I'm going to leave it as it is. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go run down and eat some lunch, hopefully have some focus, because this piece has taken me like an hour to do, and I'm never going to get done with this. I told hubby, I said, oh my gosh, at this rate, I'll get this project done like next year. And he says, you don't have until next year. I said, I know, I just need to find some focus. So I'm going to have some lunch, and then I will come back. I'm going to let this dry because I don't want to mess the stickles up. And I didn't do stickles on the entire flower there. I think you can see there. I just did it kind of around the edge there on the blue, and I really like it. And I just, let's see, which color did I use? I used the Stardust stickles is what I used. So anyway, yeah. So I'll go eat lunch, and then when I come back, I have two different center spreads that I want to do in this journal. So I will decide which one I want to work on, and maybe come back and do that, because I'm thinking this video was about 20 minutes long, so I think I can do maybe 10 or 15 minutes more in this video, even though I know it'll take like 2 hours to upload. And actually, while I'm eating, I need to start uploading the videos that I've already finished so I can get everything going. Oh goodness, all the things to manage in my mind. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'll be back. Okay, so I know I said I was going to make the center spread in this video, but I did look, and we're at 22 minutes. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the coin envelopes that I need for what I'm going to do on this one. And that we can do in this video. And then in the next video, I will show you what we're going to do with them. So the center of my signature was like this. But this is a sturdier paper. And because of what I'm going to be doing with it. And hang on. Sorry about that. I keep hollering in these videos because hubby's yelling at me from downstairs. I'm so sorry. Anyway, what we're going to do is basically, I'm going to do a slit, and we're going to hide something in here, essentially. So you'll see as we build it. But I just need to measure this. And my height here, I think I'm going to do them like 6 inches would be plenty long, I think, by, let's go just 6 by 4 coin envelopes, okay? So I'm going to set this aside, and I'm just going to use sheet music for this. And let's see if I do, how wide is this? How long is this? Oh, that's 6 right to that, but I need room for the flaps. So just get me a book of music here. Okay, let's see what we, oh, this is fun. Oh, look, it's already out. Yay. Okay, so we need 2 of these. Okay, because I'm going to make 2 coin envelopes, okay? Oh, I like that music. Lots of notes on it. Pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty. Okay, and then the coin envelope, is the coin envelopes are really simple. I mean, basically, you're just folding it, you know. So what I want to do is find. So I know I wanted about 4, you know, 4 wide is the maximum width that I want my envelope. So I'm just kind of eyeballing this. You know, it's not super hard. We don't have to make it hard. We're just kind of folding this into a tube, right? But what I want to do is just make sure that when I make my creases, I don't know if I know I'm not on I've got my, I just have so much stuff. I really need to clean my table though. I mean, it's at a point where it's just, I can hardly work because there's just so much piled up right now. But all the packing and unpacking is just hard. Okay, so I have my ruler. So what I want to do is, when I'm making my tube, you know, I've got my 0 at the side that I've already folded, okay? And then when I bring this down and I crease it, then I know I'm creasing that at 4. So I hope that makes sense. It might be a little less than 4, but that's okay. I just don't want it any bigger than 4 because I don't want to have it too wide for my page, okay? And actually, you know what I should do? Because if I do a 6x4 journaling card, let me do that. Let me just come over just a little extra. Let me just do like 4 1/4. And that way we know that a 6x4 whatever that we might want to put inside will fit. So let me just fix that a little bit. And this is just all based on the size of your page. I mean, it doesn't have to be, okay? It doesn't have to be like exactly exact, you know. Okay, so then this extra here, I'm just going to trim it off. I'm just going to make sure I have enough of an overlap so that way when I glue it, you know, there's enough to have to glue to, you know. Ooh, and then that gives us a really fun piece for collage or to use in something. Okay, so that's that. Now, I'm just going to do my bottom, fold up, okay, just to give us the edge for to do our coin envelope, because that's what we're doing, right? And then I said, so let's go... okay, fold cards tuck in half. Did individual pockets on each page. Okay, I did this in a Mulan journal I made for my friend, and it's the only time I've done what I'm trying to do. So I messaged her and I was like, do you know where your journal is? Because she's moved and I know she hasn't unpacked everything. And she goes, yeah, I have it right here. And I was like, great, can you tell me how I did that? Because I don't remember what I did. Okay, so I know I said I wanted it like 6 1/4, but how tall is our page on this? Oh yeah, I don't want to go that tall at all. Yeah, I definitely don't want it anymore. I want it at 6. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, because my height matters more so than my width on this, I'm just gonna use my scoreboard. I really don't want to have it like too tall or make an error with this. So I'm just gonna score it at 6. And then I know that that's where I'm folding to make my, and again, my thingy is not going to be that long. I will trim that down as well. My thingy, you like my technical terms? Okay, so now we've done that. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to just tear here at the music line. Okay. Okay. And then, so what we'll do is we've got to do some trimming on this. So we're going to just cut this at an angle, okay? And I'm just cutting right to the inside of my fold. That way it's not going to bind. And again, on this one, and remembering that I made that a little wider, so cut the correct one. And then cut that off, okay? Oops, I cut inside. All right. So then that gives us our tube, okay? And I usually end up having to trim just a little bit more, but I think it's actually going to be okay. It's going to be okay. All right, and then for this piece, Okay, same thing. We're gonna go right inside that fold line to the crease and then give it an angle. And then because I do like to try to match the angles, which kind of makes it a little more challenging, which you don't have to, or you can just gently, you know, crease this over and do it. You could, however you want, just whatever works for you. But you're gonna not see the whole bit of this flap, which you will see in the next video, what I'm going to do with it. So I'm just kind of using that as a guide for the angle for how I did the other side. Okay, so now we've got our coin envelope, okay? And I cut that wrong. I went to the wrong line. Well, guess what? We're gonna do it that size then. Okay. It's all right. Back to the 4 inches instead of the 4 1/4, which is completely fine because I don't want to use another piece of music. All right, and then this, I want to just take a little edge of that off so it doesn't bind. So I'm just gonna take just a small bit off just to open that envelope up just a little bit more. Hopefully that makes sense, because I know I'm not saying what I'm thinking very well right now because I'm trying to think through what I'm doing. And she's texting me with what I did too. So I have to read her text message for the next step. Okay, so there's that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video here. And then in the next video, I'm going to get this, I'm going to end this here. I'm going to get this glued, get my envelopes built, and then get my head wrapped around what we're doing, and in the next video we'll actually build the page. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.